we need to talk about this, guys. We made a video not that long ago, and that video pretty much went over Cronus use, Xim use, and essentially why, after all of our research, why we consider it to be cheating. And it is essentially granting you the powers of aim assist with the precision of a mouse and keyboard. And that's obviously a competitive edge. A lot of the argument that's being made is about accessibility. A lot of the people that are saying, I buy Cronus for accessibility issues and I need to be able to play the game the way I want to play it. We went a step further in our original video and literally interviewed people that in the Destiny community that have one arm and they're top-notch gamers and they don't use things like Xim or Cronus. So our conclusion in that video was that it was a bunch of bullshit. With that being said, though, we've been seeing articles like this pop up this past week, and this is huge. Call of Duty is the latest to detect and ban Xim cheaters. Activision is cracking down on third-party hardware cheating in Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Devices like Xim, Cronus Zen, and Real Snow S1 have been widely used in Call of Duty to allow mouse and keyboard users to get the benefits of aim assist and also reduce recoil from controller mixed with the benefits of movement from mouse and keyboard. Activision has now updated its Ricochet Anticheat system to detect and eventually suspend or ban players using this third-party hardware. Now, these devices act as a pass-through for controllers on PC and console, and when used improperly or maliciously, can provide a player with the ability to gain an unfair gameplay advantage, such as reducing or eliminating recoil. And quite literally, guys, it does that. We've seen side-by-side gameplay of when Cronus was not active, which shows the weapon recoil, and you literally see the weapon traveling up. And then the moment they click a button, the weapon's recoil is gone. It's non-existent. It literally has a feature in which it's zero recoil. Imagine not ever worrying about controlling recoil. All you have to do is worry about aiming. And then, to take that a step further, you're also using mouse and keyboard with aim assist. It's busted. Now, the Ricochet Anti-Cheat system will initially display a warning to players as it's detected using this hardware. Continued improper use of these devices may lead to additional warnings, the deployment of mitigations, counts or feature suspensions, or the banning of offending accounts across Call of Duty titles per our security and enforcement policy, says the Ricochet team, and rightfully so. That should be the case. Activision's crackdown comes just weeks after Ubisoft announced it will start messing with Rainbow Six Siege players that cheat by using Xim or similar devices to spoof controller inputs. Players that cheat in Rainbow Six Siege by using third-party devices will notice more input latency that will mess with their aim. Unplugging the devices will bring the latency back to normal. So that's really interesting. And some people even brought this up, like, what if there was a matchmaking system in which cheaters or these people using these third-party devices only match other people using these third-party devices? But the fact that they're actually increasing the latency to a point where it's just going to make you not want to use it. I still think, though, for instance, like one-shot weapons, obviously it will mess with the flick. I don't have a Xim or Cronus or anything, but I need to see gameplay of what that experience is and how much input latency is there. Has anyone in here seen gameplay of this? They showed it into the reveal. It's 150 milliseconds. Okay. Can I get one for testing purposes? I don't want to, guys. I'll end up... Watch me get banned or something. Now, Epic Games also started issuing permanent bans to players using Cronus Zen and Cronus Max last year, but cheaters have found ways to bypass Epic's detection system. Epic Games, Ubisoft, and Activision are now in an ongoing cat-and-mouse game with the developers of this third-party hardware. Now, the hardware is designed to be undetectable, and the gaming industry hasn't nailed the perfect solution to combat these devices. Destiny 2 and Overwatch are both suffering from cheaters using these devices too. This is something we are currently investigating, said Bungie to The Verge in February, but the company hasn't yet announced its own detection system for Destiny 2. So, look, this cat and mouse game will forever keep happening until you attack the source. Just like going after the people that cheat. It didn't really stop until you went after the cheat developers. I think it's only a matter of time before they do that there. Like, before they're able to do it to the manufacturers of Xim. I mean, if you can clamp down on Xim and Cronus and all these other third-party hardwares, what about scuff controllers? Oh, that's muddy water. I mean, I've got a controller with paddles. Is this cheating? I think anything that has to run a script at all should be banned. I think that's very simple. Scuff doesn't run a script. All these different controllers that we have this controller right here. It doesn't run a script. Like, that's just purely inputs. Now, I'm not sure about Xim, but any device that can bypass what is supposed to be a controller and what's supposed to be mouse and keyboard should be, as crazy as it sounds, it should be illegal. So are macros considered cheating? Well, technically inside of RuneScape, if you macro, you could get banned. I used to set up a macro for alking. I'd leave my account on all night for macroing or for alking, and you could get banned for it. You just got lucky if you didn't. It's definitely bannable. A lot of the games that I've played, macros have been bannable. No way you just snitched on yourself, dude. Everybody. I mean, come on. Who's gonna sit there and alk the same item over and over again for 900 hours straight? I set a macro up for that shit. Now, have I been banned before in RuneScape? Yeah. I've had a 7-day timeout before in RuneScape. Did macroing and getting my magic to 99 give me a competitive edge over other guys and gals? Absolutely. You can bet your ass it did. Until they also macroed. And then we all had 99 magic. Just like every other stat. Now we have old school RuneScape, where you can't cheat at all. You try to cheat even a little bit in old school RuneScape, you get diced. And you know what? I like that. All right, so Ricochet Anticheat progress report, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0 Season 3 updates. Now, Ricochet Anticheat maintains a zero tolerance policy related to cheating in all modes, including ranked play. All accounts caught cheating may be permanently banned across Call of Duty titles as outlined in the security enforcement policy. I think that needs to be something, like it needs to be permanent bans. Destiny included. Nothing aggravates me more than suspecting someone. I go and look at their Steam profile and they've got 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 back bans on record. I don't know if I've ever seen 3. Actually, I think I have seen 3. Banned accounts will have their records purged from ranked play, top 250, and other competitive leaderboards. Specific to ranked play, Ricochet Anticheat and development studios may adjust the skill rating for players that have frequently played with and benefited from banning cheating accounts, even if they themselves have not used cheats. Wow. So if you frequently played or benefited from someone who was cheating, you too will be hit in the crossfire. Very nice, very nice. Now, replay investigation tool. Thanks to the development studio teams, #Team Ricochet has deployed a new replay investigation tool to help protect the integrity of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Using captured and stored match gameplay data, that would be freaking nice, right? That would be really nice. Our teams can load up and watch any completed match as part of our investigation process. It's like we had this feature before in a Bungie game. I can't recall. By the way, guys, if you're wondering what that was sarcasm. Okay? We had that in Halo. All right? You can replay that shit. Because a lot of us weren't looking for cheaters, and we would like literally just go back. It was like theater or something like that. I can't remember, man. It's been a long time. But you could go back and look at the gameplay. Just see where you messed up, right? Replay will be used as one of the many tools by the Ricochet Anti-Cheat team and our studio partners to identify cheating behavior in all multiplayer modes for both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0, including ranked play. With respect to ranked play in both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0, #Team Ricochet will automatically capture and store all match data for the highest tiers of competition for potential investigation use. We also are capturing match data from suspicious accounts across all multiplayer modes for easy replay access. Now, though it's a new tool for #Team Ricochet, replay has already helped with the investigation into suspicious accounts, resulting in permanent bans. Any player caught cheating via any of our systems will be banned across Call of Duty titles outlined in the security enforcement policy. Banned players will be removed from all leaderboards. Reporting any cheating behavior you may encounter is helpful to our investigation process. Reports help flag accounts for review through our system, including replay. So we urge everyone to use the in-game tools to report suspicious players. Learn how to report players on the Ricochet Anti-Cheat website. Now, third-party hardware device detection. Since our previous report, Team Ricochet has developed and tested a detection for third-party hardware devices that alter the Call of Duty gameplay experience. These devices act as pass-throughs for controllers on PC and console, and then used improperly or maliciously can provide a player with the ability to gain an unfair gameplay advantage, such as reducing or eliminating recoil. Testing is complete. The detection is deployed globally on all platforms. Users across PC or console who are detected by using third-party hardware devices to impact the Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2.0 gameplay experience will first see a warning about the improper use of these devices screen below. All right, is there actually... Oh, look, it even has right here, unsupported device warning, aka you're about to get if you keep going. Continuing improper use of these devices may lead to additional warnings, the deployment of mitigations, account or feature suspensions, or the banning of the offending account across Call of Duty titles per security enforcement policy. We'll continue to monitor this new detection effectiveness and update our systems against further circumvention over time. We know players have been asking us to examine the improper use of these devices. We're happy to lay the foundation for this detection to protect against unfair play across PC and console. All right. That's fantastic, dude. We need this. We need this. Bungie, we need this. And then this is Ubisoft. Did they post it? This is back in February. Ubisoft will mess with Xim cheaters in Rainbow Six Siege. So this is the latency thing, okay. Ubisoft will start messing with Rainbow Six players that cheat by using Xim or similar devices to spoof controller inputs by using mouse and keyboard on console. In an update to Rainbow Six Siege, players that cheat by using third-party devices like Xim will soon start to notice more input latency that will mess with their aim. Devices like Xim Cronus and Resnow, Resnow, are often used. I've never even heard of Resnow, by the way. This is like the first time I've heard of it. I've heard of Cronus, I've heard of Xim, but Resnow is the first time I've heard of it. Often used in online competitive shooters to allow mouse and keyboard users to get the benefits of aim assist from a controller mixed with the benefits of movement from a mouse and keyboard. Guys, I cannot stress how busted that actually is. A lot of people are like, is that really a big issue? I feel like they're the ones using Xim and you just maximum cope. Mouse and keyboard, it's got faster turn speed. You can be more precise with it. And that is why there's aim assist that exists on controllers. And even though there are some games, I feel like Destiny has a good mix between what is really good on controller and what is really good on mouse and keyboard. And they try to marry those things. When you have that crossover, when you have aim assist for mouse, that's busted. It should never happen. Now, this is a problem with all console shooters, especially the competitive ones, said John Stahaki, gameplay programming team lead for Rainbow Six Siege, in a video message to players. There hasn't really been a reliable solution for this yet. In fact, the devices they're using are specifically designed to be undetectable. Ubisoft has developed a system it calls Mousetrap that will detect these devices on consoles. In fact, Ubisoft says it has been running the system quietly in the background for several reasons now, helping it build out a detection system and understand who is using this third-party hardware. We know exactly which players are spoofing and when they were spoofing, says Stalak. We also know that at the highest rank, spoofers become much more common. Dude, I read an article a long time ago about, again, this article could be wrong, but it was talking about how many enhancement meds or medications are being taken by professional athletes and then how much that increases at the top level. Obviously, there's systems around that and that control that. But I guess there's like new drugs and shit that come out here and there that people take advantage of. Now, in a mid-season update, Ubisoft will start applying extra latency to these players to mess with their aim and movement. It's going to start out really unnoticeable, but it's going to ramp up over several matches, and it'll definitely be noticeable. Why don't you just ban them, though? I wonder why they're not just banning them. Players use this special hardware will have to unplug this device to remove the extra latency, and after a few matches, it will be automatically reduced. I guess this is a good way to preserve your player base, but at the same time, just... You know what I'm saying? Type R is also sometimes used by players with disabilities, and Ubisoft says it is aware and keen to learn more from anyone in the community that might be affected by these changes. Look, I think that's just a bunch of bullshit. Again, we literally interviewed players with true disabilities. I guarantee you, all the people that buy Xim and Cronus, they're buying it not for accessibility. They're buying it to cheat. But hardware like Xim and Cronus Zen and Resnow isn't marketed as accessibility devices. There you go. It's all focused on giving players an advantage in games. Cronus is a dedicated section on its website for Rainbow Six Siege that doesn't mention the word accessibility once. Instead, it markets features like extra aim assist, anti-recoil, auto-lean, auto-scope, auto-reload, and other firing mods that help players cheat through specialized scripts. Ubisoft certainly isn't the first to attempt to ban the use of these devices. Epic Games started issuing permanent bans to players using Cronus Zen and Cronus Max last year, and Ubisoft isn't going to ban root just yet, preferring to mess with these players instead, much like how Call of Duty Warzone messes with cheaters. I don't even think you can, I think you just need to go in there and just ask them, guys. Like, just get them out. That sends them more of a message than anything. If you just go in there and just ban those fuckers. The problem Ubisoft and Epic Games and other developers and publishers will face is that it's a cat and mouse game against the developers of this third-party hardware. It's designed to be undetectable for a reason. These devices make makers have created a healthy businesses that they're not about to walk away from. You got to go after them legally. That's how you're going to shut this thing down. Who was the cheat website? Let me find it. The duality of man. Look at this shit. A cheat seller sued by Bungie is now countersuing it for hacking and DMCA violations. Destiny 2 cheat seller Aim Junkies, which was sued by Bungie last year, is now countersuing after alleging that the studio illegally accessed one of its computers. And then in February, Bungie wins $4 million in lawsuit against Destiny 2 cheater. That's the most recent article. This is how you stop that shit. I'm serious. You can have all the detection and anti-cheat in the world, and don't get me wrong, those are great steps. Those are fantastic steps. But you got to go after the source. If you go to their websites right now, it's aim assist strength. Nothing here is being modeled for accessibility. Everything here is being modeled for you getting the edge, and a significant one of that. And same with Xim, you know, mouse and keyboard. It's a bunch of bullshit. You got to go after the sources, though. All these companies need to just get together and go after these guys. GameStop sells Cronus? No, it does not. I am severely disappointed, GameStop. I am beyond disappointed. Dude, that's so terrible. That's so terrible. People are going to GameStop. They see that shit behind the counter. They can buy it. GameStop, hear me out on this. Hear me out. Please don't sell Cronus anymore. Y'all have got to take that shit off. I don't care how much they're paying y'all. Get rid of Cronus. Don't sell that shit. GameStop has always sold everything gaming related, but that shit's terrible. Maybe they just don't know, you know? But I don't know. Need to get rid of it for sure.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.